Burkina Faso has frozen the assets of the leader of last week's failed coup, General Gilbert Diendere. According to the country's state prosecutor, the government has also frozen the assets of another 13 people suspected of involvement in the coup. The move comes barely a day after Burkina Faso's interim president, Michel Kafando, signed a decree to disband the presidential guard and dismiss its commander, Colonel Boureima Kere. Kafando also fired the country's Minister of Security, Colonel Sidi Pari. The decision was made after Kafando met with interim Prime Minister Yakuba Zeda and other ministers for the first cabinet meeting since the transitional government was reinstalled. Members of the presidential guard mounted the coup last week and happy that the transitional government had barred supporters loyal to former President Blaise Compaoré from participating as candidates in the country's national election.
We will set up a commission of inquiry that will work in a professional manner to tell us who was the main player, who did what, and at what degree was someone implicated. Of course, justice will be done following the conclusions of this investigation.
And for the latest happenings in Burkina Faso, we joined live by Kofam ranging the capital, Ouagadougou. Kofa, the president has disbanded the presidential guard that staged last week's coup. How has this news been received, especially by the members of the powerful presidential guard?
Well, Paulina, just like you mentioned there, the government has made it clear that that special unit is disbanded since yesterday, and that members will be integrated in the National Army, and some will be moved to various camps across the country. However, earlier today we were getting information that some members of that unit that consists of about 1,200 officers were refusing to lay down their arms. We were getting also reports that officers from the National Army had vowed that if they don't put down their arms, then they will have to use force. However, later in the afternoon, we got information that that exercise was going on as planned, and that the situation had been brought under control.
So what happens next now, Kofa? Do we have information of when the elections are likely to be held?
Well, that's not clear as at this moment. We've just been informed that the government has said that it will engage all political parties here and all other stakeholders that are involved in the planning and those who would be fielding candidates in those elections. But it's not clear whether the elections will go on as it was planned on the 11th of next month. However, the government says it will engage all stakeholders just to ensure that they agree on a particular date that everyone will be happy with. As it is, everyone will be watching just to see what happens next with the elections.
All right, Kofam Ranger live for us in Ouagadougou. Many thanks, Kofa.